We'll have those stories in just a moment, but first let's get to breaking news. And within the last hour, a multi-vehicle crash in southeast Portland near I-205 and southeast Foster. This is a live look at the scene there. Police confirming at least one fatality along with injuries. Right now, southeast Foster is closed between 92nd and 101st, and all on and off ramps there to I-205 are also closed. No word on a cause here. We will update you as we learn more. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko along with meteorologist Matt Zafino. Matt, let us start now with the record-setting heat. We're finally cooling off. The question, of course, are we done yet?
Yeah, it's not too bad out there right now, David. We had a really hot day, though. Our temperatures were near 100 in the valley. We're still at 80, which, for 11 o'clock at night is hot, no matter the time of year. This is our average high for this date. So, yes, it's a warm night, but the humidity, see that, 32%. Still very low for this time of the night. Elsewhere around the valley, 79, 80 degrees, but notice McMinnville at 68 and Corvallis is at 67. Some significant cooling working its way into the mid-valley right now. Corvallis has now dropped down to 64 as they've got a good strong northwest wind. So the push of cooler marine air into the western valleys has begun. It'll be a little bit shallow tonight. So that means we'll still be around 90 tomorrow, but not the 98 of today. See the winds are out of the northwest at Portland, too. West at McMinnville at 7, indicating that cooler air coming in from the coast. And that southwest wind at Eugene is also a good sign. Here are the numbers, though. 98 in Portland, 94 Kelso, was 99 in Eugene. And we had triple digits in Medford and in the Dallas. The records look like this. Portland, the airport 98, Vancouver 96, Eugene, Hillsborough, and Troutdale all setting record highs during the day today. Now, the watches and warnings have been allowed to expire, which is great. No more fire weather warnings or air quality warnings or heat advisories. That's all done. Now the focus will shift to the winds in the gorge. Now, this is our wind forecast. Carson to Hood River tomorrow morning, pretty light, right? But look how they build in the afternoon. Sustained winds of 22 miles an hour in Hood River. They only get stronger as we go through tomorrow night, and they continue into Friday. So this is going to be a challenge for the firefighters out in the Tunnel 5 fire. David?
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on it all. Thanks so much, Matt. New tonight, a follow-up on a 13-year-old Portland boy now recovering in the hospital. A warning, some of the details here are disturbing, though the update this evening, it is nothing short of heartwarming. Jamari Woodward was struck in the head last week with a tire iron. Tonight, a familiar and famous face sent him a special get well message.
Prayers keep pouring in for 13-year-old Jamari Woodard.
Jamari, what's good, bro?
Including this message from Blazers star Damian Lillard.
Heard the news. I just wanted to take a second to send you some love, send you well wishes, bro. A very unfortunate situation. Want to send some prayers your way, send some light your way, and some strength.
The teen, all smiles,
stay strong, man, and, keep pushing.
With a message of his own.
Don't trade teams.
Don't trade teams.
Amen.
We said, would you like to say thank you to Damian? And he's like, don't trade.
Moments that offer a glimmer of hope as Jamari fights to get better. Michelle Bart is a spokesperson for his family.
It's been a roller coaster ride.
Jamari still in the hospital a week and a half after police say he was hit in the head with a tire iron, one that had to be surgically removed from his skull. It's not clear if it was an attack or an accident.
It's all about getting Jamari back on his feet. And we've had a lot of bumps in the road, but that's to be expected. As one hospital employee told us, it's a marathon. It's not even a sprint.
On Sunday, Jamari turns 14. Bart says they'll continue to do what they can to lift up his spirits and take his mind off the pain.
We have hope that justice will come for this young man and his mom and his family.
It's great to see him smiling, making progress with a joke or two there. But Alma, what about the investigation? Whether or not this was an accident, do police have a suspect?
Well, David, I checked in with PPB this afternoon. They tell me the Major Crimes Unit is still actively investigating the case and seeking witnesses.
All right, still in progress. What is Jamari's family saying about that?
Correct. And while she can't speak on this specific case, Bart says generally it's important for police to do their due diligence in order for prosecution to stick. The family's fighting for justice and accountability and say they have faith officers are doing all they can to get it. David?
Let's hope they get an update soon, and we wish Jamari a speedy recovery. Thanks so much, Alma. Let's get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now. Gresham police have seized 11 guns and more than 1,000 rounds from the home of a 19-year-old they say was involved in a shooting. Police say Mateo Green shot at someone June 25th after a dispute in the drive-through line of a fast food restaurant. Green was arrested Monday. Then on Tuesday, authorities recovered these firearms, including 5 rifles from his vehicle and house. Green faces charges that include unlawful possession of firearms and attempted assault. In Milwaukee, police have arrested a man they say tried to kidnap a 3-year-old boy during last night's fireworks show. Police say the boy was sitting on his father's lap at Milwaukee Bay Park when a man identified as 29-year-old Michael Carrillo came up and grabbed him. The boy's father was able to hold on. Police tracked down the suspect nearby, say he punched an officer when they tried to arrest him. Carrillo is now in the Clackamas County Jail facing charges for attempted kidnapping and assault. Oregon DMV offices have halted all driver license and permit transactions after an outage brought down the agency's camera system. A DMV spokesperson says they are not sure what caused the outage, but they add it is not related to the recent data breach where millions of people had their personal information compromised. No word on when the system will be back up. And we are keeping an eye on the Tunnel 5 fire burning in Skamania County. The good news, its size, roughly 550 acres, has not changed that much in the last 48 hours, though neither has containment, still sitting around 5%. About 10 homes have been destroyed. Evacuations remain in place in some areas. A nearby stretch of State Route 14 remains closed. I-84 on the Oregon side remains your best alternate. Well, speaking of fire, in one Clark County neighborhood, the 4th of July brought fireworks being set off where they shouldn't have been, causing significant damage to one home and sending a woman and her animals scrambling for safety. Tim Gordon tells us about the teenager who stepped up and came to their rescue.
Fire. This home in Philida is not a total loss, but the fire damage is extensive, starting with the master bedroom. Outside, Rexanne Workala says the fireworks raining down over her from the neighborhood next door was extremely intense into the night on the 4th of July.
I was actually witnessing it, and I did holler a couple times when they stopped for a few seconds to try to get them to stop. I was trying to tell them it was flying over, and it was like a war house over there. It was horrible, war, nonstop.
She says the fire kicked up in the tall arborvitae and spread to her home. Workala's husband was in the hospital for a knee surgery, but she did have help.
I was driving home. I see these bushes right here just starting to catch.
18-year-old Jace Wade saw the trouble, stopped, and went into rescue mode.
Yes, the house was on fire. Most of the master bedroom and that whole side was on fire by that point. The house was starting to fill with smoke a little.
You came along at the right time.
Yes, I did. I'm very grateful I did. I mean, it came out of the pureness of my heart, so. Yeah, she was inside, and she has a lot of animals in there. I'm not sure how many, but we got 2 kittens and her out.
For 25 years, Workala has been a committed animal rescue and foster mom with a focus on helping cats.
That is Sugar and Spice. And this is Toby.
In all, 13 cats and 3 dogs were in the home, and several people, including firefighters, ultimately saved them all.
There was some really, really good people that came. I mean, we've lived here 30 years. What are you going to do?
It's a lot to take, a mix of emotions to go with no sleep after a terrifying night. Rexanne's son, Michael, puts it this way.
You know, it's sad to see your all your hard work go to flames over just a silly holiday, you know what I mean? I mean, I believe in the holiday, but I don't believe in, even if it's an accident, this is more than a sorry.
Frustration now mixed with thanks for those who made important rescues at this home in Philida. Tim Gordon, KGW News.